You're being guided to balance your earth element. The earth is the world around you, your connection to it, and the connection that you have with your body. Throughout your lifetime, you've been desensitized, cut off. So this is a time in your life when you get more connected with your body, with the world around you, than you ever have before. The air element is the mental space, the fuel for the body. The breath of life is something that everybody should master, something that you need to work on. This is where you breathe in your nose and out your nose only. Your entire life that you were taught how to breathe wrong. This is conscious breathing. This is the breath of presence. Some people let fear hold them back in every aspect of their life. This is a time in your life when you need to start looking out into the world and understanding the many directions and the many possibilities that you have. Stop binding yourself, stop limiting yourself by saying things like I can't or I won't or this will never work out. This is a time to see that you are omnidirectional. You have many different paths, many different doorways that you have option of walking through. Throughout this path, you're going to come across people that are attracted to your vibration. Some people from on a different frequency, or you could call it a lower frequency. It's like a moth to a flame, right? And this is both meant to heal and meant to help both parties. It's not just them. Sometimes they need your energy, but sometimes you need to send that negative energy back to the person, right? We learn to do this through shielding, protecting your energy. There's something happening in your life. There needs to be an end to it. You know what it is. Something that you know needs to change. This is what you're waiting on to enter that next phase of your life. Some kind of storms are up ahead. Things might get a little choppy. It's important that we cut loose all the weights that we have that hold us in place, and we learn to go with the flow. We don't fight against the currents, even in stormy weather. Getting in touch with your divine feminine. This is the psychic energy in the body. This is the upper three chakras. Learning to communicate yourself correctly, learning how to communicate effectively and efficiently will lead to an increase also in your third eye, in your envisions, in the things that you're trying to create, as well as the connection that you have to everything around you, to the all. This will give you great power in life. This will allow you to hit heights that other people will never know in their life. When you take this path and you get in touch with your energy like this, you become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. There are friendships that need to be forged, partnerships. Throughout the course of your life, throughout our journey, sometimes we need people to come into our life and show us different areas and aspects that we're not looking at, right? They help balance us, they help give us strength, right? So friendships are meant to be forged, all right? So if you're, don't cut yourself off from the rest of the world. A new moon is coming. There's a new version of yourself that lies dormant, rising from the flames inside you. This is the version of yourself that you've been longing for your entire life. Luck is coming to you. When you travel down this path, good things are going to come to you. Positive things are going to come to you when you start treating other people better, setting boundaries in your life, being honest with yourself and honest with other people. There's some kind of old knowledge that you need to learn, something that is going to advance your path, whether this is energy work, some type of old knowledge from the past is going to give you some progress going forward. This is a time to learn. Things have been veiled for you. Things have been hidden from you. Maybe sometimes it feels like we're stumbling around the dark, feeling our way through this. Right, that is meant to take place. And the veil will be lifting. We learn to transmute energy. This is what the alchemist does. We learn to take negative situations and view them from the positive. Learn from them. When you do this, this is when you get access to more power, to more manifestation abilities. We expand our consciousness through these times, especially when we're talking about taking what most people consider a negative situation, and then we learn to flip that alchemically by learning from it, and then that creates and turns it into a positive. You need to be mindful of fear. Fear is the mind killer. There's courage that lies on the other side of facing your fears. There's power that lies on the other side of facing your fears. Especially when we're talking about changing things that we feel like is out of our reach, out of our grasp. That is not manifestation. That is fear. Right? You see yourself having exactly what it is that you want. Something from a past life has been pulling at you, still pulling at you. Some type of behavior, some type of negative energy. Whether this is a toxic behavior pattern or a person, you're being guided to change that, to bring change to this and cut that out of your life. You are divinely guided and protected, right? It's also your job and your responsibility to learn how to protect your energy. You do this by shielding, learning how to build a psychic shield around your aura, to expand your aura, instead of people draining from you, and energetic vampires around you stealing your energy. Right? We learn to protect our energy. As we balance the feminine, we also learn to balance the masculine. This is the sun. This is the electric energy. This is the willpower chakra, the seat of the soul. So when you learn to start setting healthy boundaries with other people, this will allow you to make huge leaps and bounds through your emotional space. Instead of having people around you that drain you, well, now you make change to that. So now that they're not there to do that anymore, and you keep your power. And then again, you take that power, instead of giving it out to everyone, and now you have it for yourself. So you have it in the form of vitality, strength, the energy to make it throughout your day, creative energy to create something. Affluence is like the symbiosis that we achieve when we connect to our higher self, or we connect to the universe, to God's source, right? This is the energy that we have to channel, to plug into, to jumpstart the avatar, right? This is the circuitry that's needed to power the avatar once you come online. So your heart chakra is the #1 area of focus. The heart chakra is blocked by grief. There's a new life waiting on the other side of you when you forgive all the people that have ever hurt you. When you let go of the memories, let go of the painful emotions. There's a completely new version of yourself that is waiting for you. Letting go is growth. Learning to set boundaries with people is growth. Speaking your truth is growth, right? When we're not growing, something is wrong. When we're not evolving, something is wrong. There's some growth that's coming to you once you embrace the chaos of change. One version of your life is coming to an end. Another's about to begin. Make sure you're setting the intentions of this new life. As we grow psychically, we grow spiritually as well, as we get connected with all the energies around us. Working with deities is part of the path of the ascension process. Learning how to work with old, ancient energies. There's a lot of wisdom that comes from these spirits. Meditation is needed. Your number one goal is to silence your mind and get control of your mental space. To walk around with no thoughts going through your mind, except if you choose to think thoughts, or if you choose to manifest, to channel things outside yourself. Most people are told to meditate, but they don't know how to or what the goal is. Right? I teach people how to silence the mind. There's some trust that's needed on this path. There's some trust, that more trust, instead of second guessing yourself. We need you to understand that all the information that's coming to you when we channel, when we consult the oracle, the tarot, whatever that is, that we need to trust that information. Trust our higher self and go with the process and stop second guessing. There's an emotional imbalance. Some type of hurt and trauma that you're still holding on to. This is what you're being guided to transmute. Make sure that you're grounding your energy through this process. Your everyday life. You were never taught how to ground your energy properly. Every day you need to be touching the trees, touching the grass, touching the rocks with your bare feet. 30 minutes to an hour a day. The more connected you get, the more access to your psychic gifts and abilities that you get. Other gifts and abilities that are lying dormant come online once you learn to master your emotions and master your mental space. This is also where you gain access to the soulmate twin flame timeline. Not everybody has access to those timelines. You have to be at a certain state of healedness, of growth, before you have access to these and to get into something like a successful soulmate twin flame relationship. So you have to work through all your trauma, forgive all the people that have hurt you, and not bring those toxic behaviors into this timeline with you when you have access to it. And that is the goal, the shedding process that needs to take place. Maybe it's hard for you to focus on things, all right? Start off doing one thing at a time. Don't focus on too many things at once, all right? Focus on one thing thoroughly and completely, then move to the next. This is going to be the key to you making progress forward. Stretching yourself out too thin. So focus on one thing and complete it. When our manifestations come to fruition, we get a huge sigh of relief. Once we realize how powerful that we are and what we're capable of, there's a sense of empowerment that also comes along with that relief as well. Your guides are protecting you. Your guides are there for you to work with. You need to develop the language. All right, the language of the universe is vibration and frequency, signs and symbols. These are the languages that you must learn to communicate with people on the other side, your higher self, other spirits or entities, angels, whatever we're talking about. And this is what's needed. That connection with divinity is what you're missing. Every day, you must give thanks and be grateful. Everything, be grateful for 3 things every day of your life. This will invite that energy into your life. Happiness, love, joy, success. There's a spiritual cleanse that needs to take place. Physically, spiritually, and emotionally. All right? Make sure you're stopping your day, taking the time to do these things, to sage your house, to sage your body, to take a spiritual bath, throw some herbs in there, some flowers. All right? These all affect you on a deep psychological and emotional level when we do a spiritual cleanse. All right, guys. Listen, I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, man. And if you like the reading and it resonated and you want to book a personal reading, I would cover every aspect of your life, as well as give you 2 life-changing techniques to master your emotions and to master your mental space. Again, when you do these things, your life will never be the same. All right. I also teach telekinesis and do holographic healing and Reiki as well. So if you have any questions about how the classes or how the sessions work, just shoot me a message and I'll let you know. All right. You guys enjoy your day.